Welcome to the unit showcase. The unit showcase takes a look at different units from different armies from different games. In this video, we will look at some figures from AB figures. AB figures makes Napoleonic figures that stand approximately 18 millimeters tall. The figures in this video are based for the game Field of Glory Napoleonics, which was the basic choice for the painter. The units that we will be looking at are the King's German Legion's 3rd Hussars, the British Royal Artillery 6-pounder cannon, the British Royal Artillery Howitzer. The first unit we will have a look at are the King's German Legion Hussars. Hussars are the most familiar of the light cavalry types. For the most part, the Hussars are the poster boys for Napoleonic cavalry. A Hussar is a class of light cavalry. Historically, Hussars made a prominent role as cavalry in the Napoleonic Wars. The King's German Legion's 3rd Regiment of Hussars carries the battle honours of Gurda. The Battle of Gurda was part of the War of the Sixth Coalition, and it happened on the 16th of September 1813. Also, battle honours for the Peninsular War and Waterloo. These figures were painted for the Peninsular Campaign, according to Lai Su. Speaking of painting Hussars, these figures are given that extra attention in terms of painting. In fact, if you were to look closely, you'll see some freehand lines on the pants of these Hussars. There are little dotted lines to enhance the saddle and saddle trimmings. It's worth having a look at the details in the video. I've added the base with the bugler as well, just to show how even this figure is dynamically posed. Now let's look at the British Army Royal Artillery. This is the 6-pounder cannon. This is a standard gun for light artillery batteries. The 6-pounder and the howitzer are part of what is known as horse artillery, a light, fast-moving and fast-firing artillery, providing highly mobile fire support, especially for the cavalry. The 6-pounder gun is so named because of the weight of the cannonball it fires. The temptation is to concentrate on the crew, and a quick paint and wash is done for the artillery piece. However, the painting of the gun piece itself is done with careful style. I really like the sculpt as well, and you can actually see the iron wheel rim with the treading spikes. This doesn't usually come on most Napoleonic gun pieces. Have a look at the crew, and again you'll see some freehand on the straps of the kit. The howitzer, for the uninitiated, served a different role from that of traditional artillery. This is because of a type of shot that it fires. The howitzer fires what is known as a carcass shot, and the role of the ammunition was to set fire to its target. Carcass shots were famously used at Hougoumont at Waterloo. The figures for all the artillery bases are extremely characterful, and AB figures mix a few different poses for variety, so you can mix and match. Again, a clean paint job was done on the howitzer, and it looks great on the base. The howitzer and the 6-pounders are usually mixed in a battery, so these two artillery pieces are often seen together. Lai Su told me that he wanted to take the figures to a high standard, or at least the highest that his skills could attempt. Looking closely at the detail, you will see a lot of freehand stuff. So I think he pretty much achieved what he set out to do. If you're new to painting, these added freehand styles adds more to the figure. I would recommend getting a detail brush and a very good helping of patience and practice. After a while, a steady hand will prevail. But you don't have to take the figure that far. But as you can see, it does add an extra something to the overall effect. I'm glad I've got round to feature as many of these units as I can from Lai Su. We did a video for the British Infantry, 95th Rifles and some Portuguese. Have a look at these when you're done with this one. I will also be featuring more Napoleonic era figures from different scales, like this one from Bacchus Figures. But do leave a comment for encouragement. Help like and subscribe. Oh yeah, and enjoy painting your figures.